And gals, Froggy here. This is my pool equipment here. Filter, DE filter, a bunch of valves and switches for spa and pool, and a heater for the spa. Anyway, this was leaking a lot. Just kind of coming out the top, and you can see where it runs out that way onto my patio area. So it was leaking. It was probably, I want to say, dropping the pool level maybe a couple inches a week. Hold on. Yeah, there's the pool. I was maybe dropping it, yeah, a couple inches a week, so that's a lot. I service it every Friday, every week. So I ordered this part online, Amazon, and this is called the top end. You can buy all these little bitty gaskets and that spring in there, and the different parts, the plastic top and the diverter and everything separately. But I talked to this guy on the phone who has this pool parts supply, and he also has people that go out, or his company has people that go out and service pools, and he said, really don't try to figure out what individual part is leaking and what's not. Just put a new top end on it. The top end was probably about, I think it was $125, and then the individual parts are like $5, $10, $15, $20 a piece. And so I ordered the top end. I took the bolts out. It 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bolts, and this comes out very easy. And what I found, I believe, is that this, they call this a spider gasket or a spider O-ring. It's like an O-ring, but it's got a lot of different pieces to it, as you can see. All of this. Whoops. Sorry, I hit my off button to shut myself off. All of this is O-ring. All of this. So that when you divert the water from the pool to the spa to back flush to whatever you want to do, everything's sealed. Here's another O-ring here, big O-ring, and you're not going to find these O-rings too many places except pool supply companies, because they're very specific and very unique. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clean. I don't think it's very dirty or anything, but I'm going to clean in here, get a towel, dry it out, take a look, and inspect for any cracks in there. I don't think there are any. And then I'm going to put this new diverter in there. I'm going to put a little extra silicone grease on the O-rings, because apparently they slide around, so there is some wear and tear on these things. That one, the top one, right there in the middle of the frame, it doesn't slide around, but this one I think it does, and I think that's why this is worn the way it is. I'll have to examine it a little bit more and see if I can figure out how it works internally. But I thought I'd share this with you guys and gals. Anybody who does their own pool equipment maintenance, well, here's one of them for you. Be back in a bit. What I did find was some little bit of almost like sandy grit. I think what it is probably some of the lining of the pool. My pool's got a special, I forget what the name of it was, but it's a special lining, like a not really as fine as sand, but a granular kind of lining that they spray on. And little pieces of that break off over time. And I did find some around this edge here. Now that's important because that edge is where that outer seal goes, and of course, you know, a piece of grit like that could tear it up, and it appears that that's probably what happened. Actually, I think I can see a piece of grit that's, sorry, yeah, right here. Might be a piece of grit that's embedded. Yeah, that's a piece of grit that's embedded in there. So that's probably what damaged this. It is 14 years old, so I guess I've got my money's worth out of it. I'm just glad the casing's not cracked. Now, this valve doesn't, it's not an automated valve. It doesn't work when I use my remote controls to change from pool to spa or temperatures or stuff like that. It only moves when I move this handle when I'm doing a back flush. The other thing that I noticed is that when you press this handle down, it's got a big spring in here. When you press it down, it lifts up and gives you clearance on here. So this is not actually grinding against all those. It's not grinding against these parts here. It lifts up maybe a 1/4 inch or so as you move it. So it doesn't spin around on there or anything like that. But still, over time, those little grits, those little grains probably are what caused this to wear, and then it simply works its way past that upper gasket. And also there's some inner gaskets around this part which turns, so there has to be a gasket in there, right? So what I'm going to do is I've got this grease. It's sort of a marine grease. It's not water soluble. It sticks like crazy, and I'm going to put that in there lightly. And then I'm going to, on the new one, and then I'm going to drop it in there, and I think that's it. That's going to be done with that repair. So let me go off camera a little bit, and I'll put some of that grease on, and I'll get back to you. When you put it back, make sure you're putting it back with these positions the same as where you took it off. For example, this is connecting filter. Filter, where the name of the equipment is, was right there. There's no other way to tell unless you remember this. I mean, I could put it here or here, here or here or here or here or here, and it'd be wrong. So make sure you line that up correctly. The label goes towards the filter. So I'm going to put those 8 nuts and bolts back in there, and then we'll start her up. No directions with this, but I would suggest like a crisscross pattern: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, something like that. And there's no torque specification. It's plastic. It's got O-rings, so you know, hand tight. I've got this impact screwdriver, so I'm going to set it on about number 10, whatever that means. I don't know, but you can also double check it with your hand and a regular screwdriver. I think I will do that actually. I'll go get a big Phillips head. Get the pump running on high speed now, and everything looks dry here, so that's good. Whoops, sorry, got my fat finger in front of the lens there. So that's about it. Here's my pressure. I'm not sure what I could do to maintain or prevent this. I think, well, maybe I could take it apart every year, every couple, or every 3 years and lubricate it and look at it. But what happened was I just let it go until it started leaking, but that was 14 years, so not too bad. Anyway, Froggy's out. Thanks for watching this. I'll see you guys and gals later with another video. If you like it, subscribe. If you want more from Froggy, give me a like or a thumbs up. Okay? See you later. Bye-bye.